Hello class 5th students, I hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to start with the chapter 7, that is elections in India. And the main points are democracy, its basic features and elections in India, political parties, electoral constituencies and importance of voting. So let's start. Answer the following questions. First, is there a monitor in your class? Second, what is his or her name? Third, is the monitor elected by all the students or chosen by the class teacher? You have to answer these questions accordingly. Now, democracy. Democracy is a type of government formed and run by the people. People elect their representatives through elections. Candidates from different parties and independent candidates also fight elections. The party which has the maximum number of candidates forms the government and runs the country and its people. Most of the countries in modern times have democratic form of government. India is one of them. Now, basic features of democracy. First, in a democracy, leaders are elected by the people from amongst themselves. Second, every citizen of the country have the rights to contest in an election. Third, in India, every citizen of and above the age of 18 years has the right to vote in the election. Fourth, the party which has maximum number of candidates forms the government. The government makes laws for the welfare of the people. Fifth, a democratic government is elected for a fixed period. Sixth, a democratic government is run according to the rules given in the constitution. Now, elections in India. In our country, election is held every 5 years to form the government. The election is conducted by the Election Commission of India. It conducts elections in a fair and impartial manner. The government in the center and each state are formed by the people through elections. Each citizen has given one vote in election. He or she can vote at the constituency in which he or she is registered as a voter. Now, voting rights. Every citizen of this country who is 18 years of age or above has the right to vote in election. Only those citizens are eligible to vote who have registered their names as a voter and has a voter's identity card with them. Each voter has one vote. He or she can vote at the constituency from where he or she is registered as a voter. A voter has to carry his or her voter identity card to the polling booth at the day of polling or elections. Now, voting procedure. Voting is secret in India. This means no one can force a person to say which candidate or party he or she has voted for. Many polling booths are made. It is ensured by the Election Commission of India that a polling booth should be within 2 kilometers of the voter. Nearly 1200 to 1500 voters can vote at a polling station. Each voter is given a ballot paper at the polling booth. This ballot paper has the name of different candidates and their election symbols in front of their name. The voter is sent to a cabin where he or she stamps the name of the candidate of his or her choice. After stamping, the ballot paper is folded and put inside a ballot box kept by the side of that cabin. Here you can see the pictures of a ballot paper, ballot box, electronic voting machine. These days, electronic voting machines (EVMs) are used for votings. It has a secret like a ballot paper and in front of each candidate's name there is a button. Voters can press the button which is in front of their candidate's name. The electronic voting machines have reduced the time in casting a vote and in declaring results. People who are unable to go to their constituency can vote through postal ballots. Postal ballot voting is practiced by the Indian citizens who are sent to other places on election duty. Political parties. In our country, there are many political parties. So many candidates contest elections from a constituency. One political party can put one candidate from each constituency to fight an election. Some independent candidates also contest elections from each constituency. Each of these political parties has its own specific ideas. These political parties make promises with the people about the welfare works they would do after forming the government. Voters compare their programs and vote for the candidate for that political party only whose program they like. Each political party has party workers also who help the candidates in the election. For contesting an election, each candidate has to register his or her name with the Election Commission. The Election Commission finalizes his or her name as candidate who is to uphold the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. If a candidate contests from a political party, he or she gets the party symbols also, and if he or she contests independently, he or she gets a symbol from the Election Commission. A political party can be registered with the Election Commission as a national or state party. The Election Commission allots this position after seeing the result of an election. Registered political parties get benefits like getting electoral roll or list of eligible voters from a constituency and a place in the discussion forum on a radio or a TV news channel. In India, there are 7 national parties like the Indian National Congress, the Bharatiya Janata Party, the Communist Party of India, etc. and 49 state parties. In India, there are more than 1800 registered parties. Now, electoral constituency. For election, the area of country is divided into different constituencies called the electoral constituency. One candidate from a party can contest elections from an electoral constituency. Voters of a constituency can vote for the candidate fighting elections from that constituency only. A candidate from a constituency who gets the maximum number of votes wins the election. There are 543 Lok Sabha constituency. A state election constituency is smaller than the Lok Sabha election constituency. Now, do you know it? From 2003, the Election Commission of India has started giving one more option on the ballot paper, that is Nota, none of the above. Now, importance of voting. Election is an important source for people to express views and to participate in making the government. By taking part in election, the democracy becomes stronger and people of the country becomes helpful in running the government. By voting, people can give the good government one more chance or can reject the bad government. So, each vote is important as it gives people an opportunity to indirectly control the functioning of the government. Now, valued fact, all adult citizens should vote to make a responsible government. Awesome fact, some people vote on the basis of caste or religion, which makes the democracy weak. Now, let's learn new words. Democracy, a form of government chosen by the people. Polling booth, a place where voters go to vote for the candidate. Ballot paper, a list of contesting candidates and their symbols. Ballot box, a box in which ballot paper is put. Now, let's remember, democracy is a type of government run by the people. The elected representatives of people form the government to run the country and its people. In a democracy, people choose their representatives by voting in an election. In India, elections is held every 5 years to form the government in the center and in the states. All citizens of 18 years of age or above have the right to vote in elections. For elections, India is divided into constituencies. One candidate from each party and independent candidate can contest election from each constituency. People can make democracy stronger by taking part in election. I hope you all like this session. Now we will meet in the next class. Till then, bye-bye.